And right now I am visiting with Andre Spence, and he is the new band director at Buena High School. And Andre, good to have you here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Very excited.
This is your first year at Buena, is that correct?
That's correct.
Excited?
Excuse me. Excited is an understatement. Like, I have a lot planned, and you guys will see.
Wonderful. Your experience. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Okay, well, I was born and raised here in Ventura County. I went to Channel Islands High School, graduated, and I was going to go into the military, but while I was waiting to go to MEPS and get confirmed, I went to Virginia, happened to tour college, got in the next day, and 2 weeks later I started. I graduated with my degree in music education, and then I moved down to Florida. I either wanted to come back to California or go to Florida, so Florida was the best option at the time. So I went to Florida, and I was there teaching music. I taught various classes: music, drama, piano, guitar, orchestra, choir, you name it. I taught it. Well, if it was fun, I taught it. I did middle school and I did high school. And then afterwards, unfortunately, my mother got sick. So I came back to California, and I substituted for 2 years in Ventura and Oxnard Union High School District. And just recently, as you guys all know, I got the position at Buena High School.
Well, as we mentioned, you're the new band director here at Buena High School. Kind of give us an insight, if you could, as to some of the things that are on the horizon for people that are in the band here at Buena.
All right. So they will be going through a drastic change. This is not a change in style as far as their competition show. This is a change in style as far as their stage presence and how they are viewed. They're going to be a lot more energized during their show. They're going to put on multiple shows instead of doing just their regular competition show. They're going to have a lot more fun, and it's going to look like it.
How would you, how would you assess the talent here at Buena?
The talent is amazing. When I got here, I was so excited. I've subbed here before, so I know the talent. A lot of seniors graduated last year, but they left a great legacy. They taught the kids well, and they are eager and ready to learn and get up to those levels that the old seniors were at.
Well, I know part of what the band members go through is band camp. What happens at band camp?
Band camp is an intense 2-week time where they go from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and they're all about learning music, conditioning. They learn their competition show. They learn just about everything they need to learn for the year. It's a cram session, basically, so that they don't have to work as hard during the school year.
So do you work on arrangements with the band members for pieces that they're going to perform, whether it be at a high school football game or in front of the student body here in the auditorium?
Yes, I write music, I arrange music, and a lot of stuff that we play is classical, and a lot of the stuff that I arrange is more poppy. So we're just shifting it a little bit.
So it sounds to me like you're going to actually put a little bit of an edge on these people.
Yes, it's probably going to be very unexpected for some.
So an edgy sound for the band. That's going to be rather unique.
It's going to be, especially for this area, you don't really find bands like that until you pass the Mississippi.
Interesting. I know that we have talked about perhaps doing some narration for your halftime shows.
Yes, sir.
What's going to happen with that?
So in the narration, it's going to be just as important as the kids on the field. It's where the energy comes from, and you're going to narrate what's happening on the field, or whoever the announcer is going to narrate what's on the field, and it's just going to add to the show.
Wonderful. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you and partnering with you. Now, do you have any concerts that you're going to be performing for the student body and maybe the general public?
Yes, we perform for the general public every football game, which are on Friday nights. Our first game is on the 28th of August. We perform probably every week after that, publicly, we're going to be going to lots of competitions: Oxnard, Valencia, Santa Clarita, Moore Park, Thousand Oaks, throughout the year or throughout this semester. And it's going to be great. We're going to have lots of opportunities to be seen, and I think everyone's going to love what they see.
Perhaps you can give us an inside look, if you would, as to what takes place at these competitions.
All right, at these competitions, there are numerous bands and numerous bands of various sizes. There are 4 classes, 1A to 4A, and 1A being the small bands and 4A being the large bands. And I think we are at a 2A this year with around 75 members or so. And we compete in our class, and everyone first goes and does their show. And the most exciting part is the award ceremony, because no one knows what they got until they announce the winners. When first, second, and third place in each category are announced, and they get trophies. We are striving for first place for every competition we go to this year.
When it comes to recruiting talent to perform in a school band, what are you looking for in an individual?
I'm looking for someone who is dedicated, who enjoys what they do, someone who has dedication to their instrument, apparently, and of course, and someone that has the love of entertaining.
Well, there you go. Do they have to have a certain level of proficiency to be able to join the band, or do you take them from the ground up?
We will take them from the ground up and develop them into giants.
Excellent. Do you have a drum line?
We have an amazing award-winning drum line that has won numerous competitions this past year and years past. There's trophies all over our walls and plaques from the excellence of the group.
Well, I know Buena High School in the past has performed in the Rose Parade.
Yes, that was in, I think, 1989 or 1983.
There's an interesting story. I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but the cameras were all trained. The announcers up in the booth said, "Here's from Ventura, California, the Buena High School Marching Band." Then you saw the camera shift to a float that was right in front that had caught fire. Well, Buena High School never got really
they didn't give
the
me
FaceTime. They got just a little snippet. And I remember watching that because, you know, being from Ventura, it's like, wow, our local people being represented on national television, kind of, sort of, well, maybe. But the banner hangs proud in the band room.
It does. And we hope to, once again, go to the Rose Parade. I'm going to make it my goal in the next 5 years. After the band program has grown and everyone has seen how strong they are.
Excellent. Now, in performing in the Rose Parade, do you go through a tryout process for that?
I believe so. I know you have to audition, and then you have to send in applications and recommendations, and you also have to fundraise to get there. Hopefully, I mean, great thing that it's not too far. It's only, an hour and some change away, so we don't have to fundraise too much for transportation.
Well, that's not too bad because you can put them on a bus and off they go, and you're all set. Well, listen, I appreciate the time. I'm looking forward to some great things ahead, and we wish you all the best.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Andre Spence has been my guest. I'm Bill DeFoi. Thank you for joining us right here on News Junkies, a production of the Heritage Media Group.